Hi, my name is Adam Whitmer. I'm the founder and host here at compliancecohort.com. This compliance clip is going to talk about the negative information notice. Now, the negative information notice is a requirement of Section 623A7 of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, this rule requires that financial institutions provide consumers with a notice that negative information may be provided to a consumer reporting agency. So, if you're going to provide negative information like they're late or they missed a payment, something like that, to a consumer reporting agency like Experian, Equifax, or TransUnion, then you have to give consumers this notice under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, there's two ways you can provide this. Really, the first way is you provide this before submitting the information to the credit reporting agency. And there's two ways that most financial institutions do this. Or you can provide this notice within 30 days after reporting the information to the consumer reporting agency. So those are your options. When you're providing negative information to a consumer reporting agency where a consumer was late on a payment or missed a payment, something like that, you have to give them a disclosure that's either given to them before you provide the information to that consumer reporting agency or within 30 days after you have reported that negative information. Now, if you are providing the notice in advance, you have two main options that financial institutions typically utilize. The first is to provide the notice on or with any default notice or billing statement or other written notice as long as it is clear and conspicuous for the consumer. So most people, what they do in this case is provide this disclosure included right on the past due notices that go out to consumers. So that's the first way this is provided. The second option that financial institutions have is to provide it to all consumers out of an abundance of caution. So you could just give it to everybody at account closing. Now, what you can't do is include this disclosure on the till, but you can provide it as a separate disclosure and give it to all your customers at closing. So these are your two options for providing this. And in fact, some financial institutions give both of these disclosures to cover their bases. So those are the two main options to give it beforehand. That's what most consumers do. Most financial institutions do. They don't often wait until after they've already reported to provide this notice. Now, there are a couple model notice options in the regulations. So there's model forms that we can use. Model form B1 basically has this text that says, we may report information about your account to credit bureaus. Late payments, missed payments, or other defaults on your account may be reflected on your credit report. So that's the first option. The second option is model form B2, which is what you would provide if you had already provided the notice and you're doing this within 30 days after providing the information to the credit reporting agency. This model notice would say, we have told the credit bureau about a late payment, missed payment, or other default on your account. This information may be reflected in your credit report. So those are your options for the negative notice information, and that's all we have in this compliance clip today. Now, if you're new to the compliance cohort, take a look at our site. We've got a ton of free training videos just like this, a bunch of free articles and other resources for you. If you're an existing member, thanks for watching this exciting video on the Fair Credit Reporting Act. What could be more fun than talking about the Fair Credit Reporting Act on a Friday? Just kidding. So thanks for sticking with me to the end. Appreciate you, appreciate all our members, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much.